Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
To number 89. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Lynch running the counter. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And running with power here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at the man under center. Now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Now a play fake. Manning. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That's certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Rice. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 28-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jackson's going to keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Manning going to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Manning. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. On play action. Now Manning. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Manning. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Washington now brings this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Room past the 35, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go with Lynch right side. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Now a throw here, hauled in. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
From the gun, Jackson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie, because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Manning now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Manning now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Washington. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action with Jackson. He's got it to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
An inside run with Lynch. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
He gets it to Baldwin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To number 89. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Captain is batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try to dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Manning. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Manning. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Manning. Wide open receiver, complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Into the red zone now. Manning looking middle, and that's complete. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Bradshaw, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Manning to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Tate, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The partner guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On first down, Manning, and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Jackson.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Washington now brings this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Seattle.
They'll try the middle with Lynch. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Manning. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Manning. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now a play fake. Manning. And his throw here is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Manning to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. They dump it off to Lynch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man, and it's Baldwin again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First down, the run with Lynch. Spinning past him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tie game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Manning now on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Manning now to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's complete to Cruz. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Manning going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cruz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bradshaw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Manning. To the sideline and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He gets it to Baldwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Lynch, left side. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. As
as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out come the Giants.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Throwing now is Manning. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. Bradshaw. And he will have a Giants first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw, Manning. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
To throw is Manning.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Manning, gotta have this one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4.
Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Manning. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll come up now on second down. Manning to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. He's got his man Cruz. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
What's the deal, y'all?
Here comes second down. He's back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Manning. Oh, that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.